Hi, John here at Strong Oak. Just finished this commission order for one of my customers. I've not done what I've been painting for quite a while. I've been very busy, but I thought I'd get this one put up for you. And I hope they hopefully do some of the others that I've just finished painting as well. But to start off with, we've got this Australian army. I've done a review of these figures for you a little while ago. They're now all painted up. This customer also had a Japanese army off me about 2 weeks ago, and he immediately wanted me to paint up an Australian to go against it. So here we have them, painted up very nice. They are lead figures rather than the normal plastic that you get from, I should say metal figures, rather than the plastic you normally get now in the boxes. But they are very nice figures. They painted up okay. Didn't have much of a problem, weren't that great amount of flash on them to clean. But as you can see, they're painted up rather nicely. Let's just zoom in a little bit, so you can just see them in a little bit more detail. So yeah, very pleased indeed how they came out. The nice figures. Let's show you some of the other units I've got in the same army. Let's have a look at a commando unit next. Okay, so here we have the independent commando section. The other was the jungle division infantry section. As you can see, again, painted up very nicely. Detail all came out with the wash and the hair and everything on the figures. Very pleased with these, and again, very nice figures. It's nice to see them in the green uniform as well, which makes difference from painting all the British I've been doing recently. So yeah, very nice. Next up, we've got some of the command figures that were in the what he sent me. Okay, here's the command figures. We've got like the commander with his two riflemen here and here. We have a flamethrower with his support, and there's the officer. And one also wanted a medic done, so what I've done was I used one of the plastic British medic figures, done some conversion, cut off the ammo pouches and that from him, put a little bag on his side there and put the medic symbol on his arm to represent a medic, and painted him in the Australian uniform. Again, lovely figures to paint, really enjoyed doing them. And you can see quite a bit of detail on them. So yeah, very pleased with them. Moving next one. Okay, so next up we have some of the support units. We have a light mortar unit, an anti-tank rifle unit, a Piat unit, and a sniper. Again, same standard, but they're all laying down, which is quite nice. I'm not a great fan of lying down figures, but these have actually come up quite nicely and will fit in nice with these sort of scenarios we're playing, and a bit more for the jungle warfare. There you go. So that's them 4 teams. And also to support them, we have the Vickers machine gun and a 25 pounder. Okay, so here we have the Vickers machine gun, just here. Nice model, nice poses. And we have the 25 pounder, all the men all stripped down to the waist because of the heat, which is really nice. Gives a bit more authenticity to it. The 25 pounder here, this is a shortened version. The Australians took off the shield and lightened the carriage, mainly because of obviously moving through the jungle. They found it very difficult to move the 25 pounders, but by stripping it down like this, it became a lot easier to manhandle around. So that's why they did that. So it's a nice model. It depicts the actual gun very well, and so that's the 25 pounder. Gives a nice bit of support. As I say, it's a nice cast, nice model. Had a bit with this part here. Wasn't sure where it actually went because the instructions aren't very good. But I've done a bit of research online, looked at a few photos, and I believe I positioned that correctly. It looks fine, so it should be okay. And the Vickers machine gun, this one doesn't have the wrap around the barrel, which is quite nice. Makes a change from the British one you can get. So yes, that's the Vickers and the 25 pounder. move on to the vehicles next, and the first up is a little Stuart tank, or Honey. I'm not sure what they were in the Australian, what they classed it as. So let's just bring that up. Okay, here she is. I've done a little bit of research online and found some pictures of the particular vehicle. The Australian vehicle was slightly different. It actually seemed to incorporate parts of the American vehicle, the American Stuart, and the Honey, the British version. So the turret is from the Honey, and then some of this is from the American with some slight variations. This on the British one, this is all plain, so this is actually riveted, and the box on the back here should have a little piece there that holds it up more square, but on the Australian one it's actually sloped. I had to make do with the parts that were in the kit. This is a Warlord kit. On the front here I cut the box down so it just has that slope, which is more what the Australian vehicle had. So it's not perfect, it's not an accurate representation of the vehicle, but it's not really meant to be. It's not a scale model, it's not something you show at exhibitions, so for wargaming purposes it's going to do absolutely fine. It looks a little bit different to the normal vehicle that you get. So there you go, nice little and the markings I found online as well, so try to mark it up accurately. And it's a little Stuart Honey tank, whichever classification the Australians used. So next up we have an LVT4. Okay, so here we have the LVT4. It's got the machine guns put on it at the moment. Just got to finish that off, and basically, so I have the two machine guns on there, like so. When they're done, I had a bit of problem with them. I had to use some off another model. And so there she is. That's the LVT4. Now, the Australians didn't actually have these vehicles in their army. They were used at the end of the war in 1945. I can't actually remember the actual two landings that they did, but they actually used American used vehicles. So with this I've actually marked it up as an American vehicle that the Australians used. They had American crew as well, and customer wanted one of these in his army. A nice mod, it's big. This is a Warlord kit, but if I just bring on the little tank to go with it, as you can see it's a very it's a big old piece of resin, this one, because it is a resin kit. But yeah, it's very nice, painted up okay. A lot of the Warlord resin stuff now is getting much better, and very pleased. Yeah, it looks really nice. Wouldn't mind getting some of these myself. I'm not sure what for, but I just really enjoyed building this and making it and painting it. So there you go, there's the LVT4. The last thing to show you is actually not for the Australians. I'll just take that away and bring it on. This is actually to add to his Japanese that I did. This is the Japanese commander on horseback that he's gone for, and there she is. Nice model. I used the Warlord as a guide for the colour scheme on it, and so he's going to be using this with his Japanese figures to represent his officer. So yeah, it's come up really nice. So that's it, that's the end of this special what I've been painting, just the one army to show you. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Please share the video if you feel other people could benefit from seeing it. Nearly on 100 subscribers now, so that's really good. Be nice to get a few more. And so if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, please do so, for a lot more to come in the future. Hopefully I won't be leaving it such a gap this time from what I've been painting videos, and get a few more up over the next couple of weeks. So take care all, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.